What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mr. Cuda. Today we got our dash pad in from Dash Pad Pros. I'm going to show you guys and mount it up to our dashboard, put it in the car and see how it looks. All right, so this is our old dash pad here. The Barracuda emblem. I don't know if they were metallic before. Maybe it's all rubbed off, but there's our emblem there. Here's the top of it. So we got a lot of dry rotting and cracking and things like that. And there's the new one over there on the left you can see, but we'll take a look at that in a second. So here's the new dash here. It looks pretty good. Looks like it might be a little bit squashed right here maybe, or maybe it's just how it's made. For the most part, it's pretty good. There is one little defect I've noticed. It's got a bubble right here. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but otherwise, I think it looks pretty dang good. It feels pretty good. And let's see here. It's a little bit thicker right there for our vents. I'm not sure how those are gonna match up, but we can put those up here and check it out. And then the only other thing I noticed was one of the studs is broken in half, kind of. So here's the top of it. You can see that bubble down there on the end. So this stud right here appears to be broken. Looks like they used like a 1300L maybe to glue this on after they shaped the pad. So it wouldn't be totally impossible maybe to work this thing back a little bit, 1300L under it, but then it could cause it to be bumpy underneath it if you do that. So that's kind of a situation there. So the way they come, I guess it's going to take a little bit of cutting of the material. So you stick these in here, and then this is about what I get for how flush it is. So it's not really exactly flush for the vents, but if I cut back some of that material in there, it should pull up and sit pretty flush in there. So on this one here, I can't even get that guy in there, so I think it's gonna take some cutting. Maybe some, yeah, there's a clip down there. Well, that's probably part of the problem. All right, so we got it past the clip there, but that's what we got there. So it's kind of hitting back there on the screw hole or whatever you call them. So this thing should sit flush after we cut it out. We'll probably have to cut out most of that foam right there. See how it fits into the metal frame. All right, so far it kind of feels like this thing is bent a little bit. So I've got these ones lined up in these holes. This one sticks through a little bit, so I might be able to use it. But then as we, let's see, I've got that one up in there. But then as we move our way down here, we start losing the holes. They don't like to stay. Like this thing is kind of bent a little bit. So like that one doesn't lay down in there flush. That one's a little bit far out from where it used to be. Maybe I can get it in there a little closer and see how it fits, but for the most part, everything is lined up and in there. We don't have anything hitting over here, so that should all be good. It's kind of tight on the side there, so I'll work with this a little bit more and I'll put these nuts on and see how it lines up. All right, so here's the fit and finish. We got this thing installed, and you know, for the most part, overall condition, I think it looks pretty dang good. You can't really see the bubbles so much up there. I don't know what it's gonna look like in the sunlight. I know you can still see it. Let's see here. So you could still see a bubble. There's definitely a big bubble right here. Yeah, there you go. You can see that there. But overall, you know, I think out the door I paid $1,800 for this. $300 core charge, I think, and $200 shipping. So it's about $1,300. Let's check out the other side. This side has a little bit more blemishes. There's some kind of wrinkling in the corner here. There's a bump there. Everything kind of matched up though, and it mounted up there. The match on the bottom of the tray, it's a little loose here compared to the original, but I don't think most people would notice. And overall, like I was saying, the fit appears to be pretty good. I would say, I don't know how the plastic's gonna line up here with the trim. You know, this looks like it's a little bit crushed maybe. And so I don't know if that's even gonna cover that or not. May or may not. Again, here's the corner here. This one, it's got a pretty decent gap in there. It looks like it's maybe been sort of crushed right here, like it got dropped or something. Look at the other side, and here's the other side. It's got a real tight fit right up against the side there. I don't think I would say it's show quality. For $1,500, I guess it's pretty good. There's a little bit of a gap there too. You know, for $1,500, it's pretty good. I don't know what they cost in materials and things like that, and how much labor goes into it. But, and you know, you don't really price these that often, so that's kind of what it looks like there. It's definitely not a show quality. I wouldn't put it on a show car. This isn't a show car. You know, it's going to be kind of a driver, so, you know, blemishes like that, I guess we can get away with it. But, is it worth $1,500? Let you decide, you know, if you have to buy one or not. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll end up keeping this. I'll probably keep my core as well. And, you know, maybe I could find a shop that can put a leather top over the top of it and see if maybe they could fill in the voids and retain my original core. We'll take a look at my core again. So there's my core again. You know, it's in pretty bad shape as far as the top. I did notice they don't quite have this groove in there, so it's not a total match. Let's look at it on the other one. It's kind of got the line there, but it's not It's not as defined. Maybe that's what it is. It doesn't seem to be as defined, but it's in there. I think the biggest thing is my core fits my frame very well, and you know, I have another frame that maybe what I'll do is I'll get this one all covered in leather, and then I'll have that frame powder coated, and then sometime down the road I can swap it out with everything if I wanted to. All right, well, there's our dash. This dashboard is from Dashpad Pros, and overall, you know, it came pretty quick. They had it there available, so it looks pretty decent. 1,500 bucks, $200 shipping, $300 core. So that's what it is. All right, take it easy, guys.